Team call, everybody. That's all I'm going to
All
start.
right. We are recording.
We are recording. And I can say this while we record. I honestly thought about going in and like putting on my pajamas and saying, "See, you really can do this in your
pajamas."
I thought about it.
You should see some of my outfits sometimes. Scott laughs at me. This is recording, but that's okay. Because I go out there and I'm like, okay, how do I look from here up? And it's like no matching. It's like pajamas, pants, yeah. How do I look from back here? So it's good to go.
Exactly.
Well, welcome everybody. So good to see you guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm super excited because I know Edith has some really cool things she wants to share tonight with all of you and everybody that will listen to this recording after. And so she's put in some hard work on kind of preparing some of her thoughts. And so I want to really quickly just turn it over to her because I'm excited to hear what she has to say too. So I'm not going to say any more and I'm going to turn it over to Edith. So thank you, Edith. And Edith is a Senior Gold Ambassador, as most of you guys know. So
gonna hit Ruby. I want Ruby. That one's next. I'm Edith. I've been here a while, and I'm gonna be here a lot longer. To kind of start off with, I guess we'll start with my journey real quick. Some of you don't know who I am. Most of you kind of know who I am. You'll learn. I try to stay quiet now. I've learned to keep my mute button off. I keep it on so that I don't mess up Jeannie too much during her meeting. So to just start out with, I went Senior Gold a year ago in November, and I thought I had the world by the tail watch. It was in like October, but then life happens. That's the way I look at this whole thing. My life has been a huge series of a lot of downs lately, and downs enough that like I'll explain a little bit to those of you that were in Scottsdale that watched Marson and I run out the door about 10 times. They were life flighting my niece to University of Utah while we were stuck in Phoenix. And so he'd run out the door when the phone would ring, and I'd run after him and we'd find out what they were doing with her next. And in my family, in the last, in a year and a half time, we lost 3 brothers. And in the last 6 years, I think, we've lost 6 brothers and sisters. My mom, my stepmom, I mean, all of this has all been in less than 10 years. So it's been kind of crazy. And come to find out, when they got Randy to Salt Lake, she was having seizures, and this has been an ongoing thing for her for months and months and actually years, but it's just really gotten a lot worse lately. She's got PTSD from all of everything that has happened in our family. She has PTSD. And so with me, I kept trying to push forward. And come to find out, even though I was telling myself I was going to push forward, I wasn't pushing forward. I was kind of, a quote that I read today said, depression it's not like sad and crying and dressed in black. It's you wake up in the morning ready to go back to bed in like a blah all day long. It's you're kind of coasting. And I again was coasting. So what happened is I lost a brother and coasted. Got ready to start again, lost another brother, coasted. Got ready to go again, pounding it out there, hit Senior Gold, lost another brother. And then I coasted. And so I have had to sit back and just tell myself, first off, I know how much my family loves me. I know how much all my brothers and sisters that I've lost love me. I know they want success for me. I know that they do not want me to sit at home and cry and be sad and make myself sick over this. And so I'm actually going to check into some of the stuff that Randy gets out of her PTSD treatment, because she's been hospitalized just in the last 6 weeks, probably at least 3 times and maybe 4. You guys don't even, we don't say anything about it. Even our family doesn't know that she's getting hospitalized. Marson knows, I know, and she just keeps going in for different things. And come to find out, she does have lupus, but it's making her lupus flare, and it's making all of these weird things happen, even to the point where she is having seizures caused by the depression. And how crazy is that? And so we talked, Jeannie and I talked. She does a lot of sad posts. The girl's very sad. You know, her heart's broken. And so there is a way, and we're working on that. There is a way to help you through this. I can tell you right now, the best way for me to do it is to stay busy, to stay positive. If I wanted to be a depressed person right now, and you guys know me, am I depressed? Am I a depressed person? You know me, I'm not. I will not be. I have chosen that I am not going to be depressed. I've chosen that I'm going to stay the happy person that I've always been. I'm not going to let all of this make me a bitter, sad person. And so what I've done is I stepped back and took a look at my little journey here, and I looked at my, thanks Tina, I looked at my, Tina Hot, I looked at my journey and I thought, okay, where did it change? We have a Sapphire here that comes into town, and she's throwing these big meetings, and our team kind of just was invited in, which I thought was awesome. And I thought, great, we won't have to do meetings, we'll just bring our people. Well, it's not working. It's not working the way Edith worked it. You know what I mean? It's not working our way. Our team has a way of doing things, and it was really working. And so we sat down and decided we were going to change things up a little bit, and we're going to go back to what's working. We'll still go to those meetings. They've got a great training coming up for all the ambassadors in the area. Bless Whitney's heart. We're going to have a big meeting, and she's going to do a training. We're going to go to that. We'll go to her meetings. But it's really hard to invite people to a meeting that you don't feel like is your own. So make it your own. Own it. If you're having a meeting in Flagstaff, Summer, it needs to have Summer's name on it also. If you're having a meeting in Phoenix, Tina Brown, it needs to have Tina Brown's name on it. It has to have you on it also. It can't just be somebody else. You got to be up there. And I did. Whitney has already let me present, but now she's, you know, letting all of her newbies present. I feel like that some people are presenters and some people they struggle. And I feel like I know enough about what I'm talking about when I get up there that I'm more of a presenter now. And so it's really hard to sit back and watch when somebody is struggling and the whole audience is sitting there going, oh, boring, you know, and they sit back and they lose it, and you have to get somebody up there with some stamina and some drive and some, I don't know what you call it. You just got to get somebody up there that can get some excitement back in the room. And I try and do short shows, and these go a long time. And by the time they're done explaining every little product, it's really, really hard for me it's hard for us to bring people into it because we know they're going to be bored. We're bored by the time it's done, and so we know they're going to be. And so ours is going to be short, to the point. I'm not pulling out a PowerPoint. I'm doing what works. I'm going to tell them about it. I'm going to let them ask questions, and it's what we've always done. So I have a question for you guys. When you started this, did you? Life does happen. So when you started it, what got hard? You know, let me read. Okay, all right. So you got some no's. You had some ambassadors quit. You've had some computer glitches. You know, there is a reason that you started this. The reason that you started it is still there. It was either financial, it was either health, weight, whatever reason you started it, it was still there. And if you work and are consistent with everything that you do, it's going to work. And I am such proof of that. I have been on this product for 3 years. In January, it's been 3 years that I've been on the product. And as of September, I started losing weight. That's a pretty long time to stay consistent, but I believed in the products. I also wasn't sure if I was ever going to be one to lose weight. But I've gotten myself balanced, and now that the plexus has balanced me, I've been able to lose the weight. But you have to be consistent, and you have to try, and you have to do the things like eating better. You have to put away the donuts. You have to put away the swig cookies, which if you're from St. George, you know what a swig cookie is. It's a deliciousness of a cookie, okay? It's got the pink frosting on the top, and they're delicious. Okay, so that was like one of my huge things. Like you swing into Swig, all they do is cookies, brownies, and Cokes. You know, you go get any kind of Coke flavor you want and a cookie. And, you know, there's things like that you have to say to yourself, is it worth it? And then at some point, the probiotic starts making it so you quit craving all those sweets. But at some point, you have to tell yourself, I'm not going to eat that, even though you may want it. I'm not going to eat that. It's okay to have some, but don't eat the whole, a lot, several to a dozen. I've been known to eat like 3 or 4 swigs at a sitting. So just so you know, you have to choose to do this. You have to choose to get out there. You have to choose to put yourself out. You have to choose to be happy. I could choose right now to be a completely depressed person for the rest of my life, and I could have people look at me and go, oh, poor Edith. Look at what happened in her life. I seriously almost made the pharmacist cry today, just so you know, because I told him my story. My new doctor was like, oh my gosh. And she couldn't believe I wasn't on a crap load of medication for this because of everything that had happened to me. And I said, I don't want it. I want to be happy. I'm going to be happy no matter what. I choose it. I choose also to have this work for me. This business is going to work for me. I choose it. I claim it. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. I claim that this is going to work. And I also claim that I'm going to be happy. I know that you guys out there can do the same thing. I know that everybody has their struggles. I know I've got people sitting right here that I'm looking at that have lost down to next to nothing on their ambassadors. Well, Helen McFadden was told, build a new team. Get 16 new ambassadors. See what happens then. Yeah, she went diamond. And it wasn't, she says, those 16 ambassadors, I don't even think they are still there. She said, but what it did is it built momentum in my team. Go build momentum in your team. If you're not messaging and you're not calling and you're not doing anything, you're doing like what I would be doing if I was choosing to be depressed and just sitting and not doing anything. You're scared to do it. Why? You'll get a no. Yesterday, I walked up to a lady in a store. She come walking out. She was limping, and I said, boy, you walk like I do. Here I am, big still. I was going to get her some ease. And I said, she goes, yeah, full knee replacement. And I said, yeah, my back's pretty jacked up. And we talked for a second. And I said, I've been taking this stuff called Plexus. It really helps. Would you like my card? Nope. And I said, okay, have a great day. And she walked off. And guess what? I didn't die. It didn't kill me. And I messaged 42 people about my party after I got home. We got a party coming up this Saturday. And I sat down. I've got some yeses. I've got some nos. I have got a customer that was a customer before I even started Plexus. She works with me at my office, and nobody in here even knows who she is because she was a secret customer. She tried it for over 2 years, and she was with the lady that she was with before me for a year. And so she got a hold of Plexus, and she said, my good friend just started this. Can I buy from her? Because she was coming in and asked me everything to take. Well, she was with this other lady. And I would tell her what to do. She wasn't getting any help from the other girl down here. So she switched with me. She was the most consistent. She tried so hard, and it didn't do her any good. She did not lose weight. She did not feel better. She was one of those, and she tried so hard. Well, now she is ready again. She's figured out what could have been the problem. She's asked me what I was doing, and I do believe she's calling in the morning to cancel her preferred customer, and I do believe I have a new ambassador coming on here shortly. So you just have to stick with it. I messaged her about coming to the party. I messaged her about watching that video, and she didn't do either one, but now she's ready to do it. And she may never even want to be welcomed on a page. You may not ever get to know who she is. Did Jeannie, you'll know. You can look in your downline. Other than that, she may or may not want to be welcome to anything. But she realized, she says, okay, she says, I did what the doctor said, because that's why she quit. She's like, she tried all the hormones and all the pills and all the crap. She says, I feel horrible. I felt better on Plexus. So tell me what I need to start on. And so I'm going to get her up and running tomorrow. Don't quit. Keep going. You have to. Your mom was 3 years too, Tina? And now she's lost a few. So see, it is true. I was consistent. I was consistent with the probiotic. I was consistent with everything. And then all of a sudden, it just finally clicked, and I started losing weight. So you have to be consistent with the product, but you have to be consistent with your business. When I would go through those blah times, because I've told myself I'm not going to be a crybaby. I'm not going to be somebody that everybody has to feel sorry for, because that's not me. I cover up a lot of things with humor. That's my deal. But I kind of ran just like this. I didn't have the lows where I would cry a bunch, not real big highs. I was just kind of like this. And now I think life is kind of coming back around again, and I'm hoping for the best in the family department. Marcia knows what I mean by that one, where, you know, that's no more for a while. We're done. We are so done. But it's just one of those things that I can just tell you, if you don't try, like if you don't choose to do this, and if you don't choose to do something with it every day, nothing is going to happen with it, and you're going to sit back and wonder what in the world you were thinking when it's gone, because you are in the greatest business. I can't even believe what we've looked into here. You have to make sure that you're posting. You have to make sure that you're being consistent and contacting people, because if you're not, they're not going to come to you. If you want to grow your business and you want to hit Ruby, Senior Ruby, if you want to drive away in that Lexus like Jeannie did, look how long Jeannie was consistent, and now she's got her Lexus. Look how long. It can take a while. Everybody doesn't do it in 9 months or a year. It's consistent. It's hard work. It might be scary when you're messaging people, but you can do it. Here it is. If you want to be happy, you have to be happy on purpose. When you wake up in the morning, you can't just wait to see what kind of a day you're going to have. You have to decide what kind of a day you'll have. Wake up every morning, decide. It's the same with your business. Wake up every morning and decide, this is what I'm going to do for my business today. Some people plan it out for the week. Some people plan it out for the month. We have Jimmy that probably has a 5-year plan. I don't know. You know, the girl is amazing. I tried looking at some of her spreadsheets. Boggled my mind. But that is, there are some people out there like that they plan that hard. Plan it. Get up and plan it. When you get home and you're tired, so you're home and you're tired. You're going to be tired sitting on the couch. You might as well be tired and message 5 people. You know, put a smile in your voice. You can be tired in your jammies with your hair in curlers, I don't care. And call someone. I know a person on this team right now that I'm looking at. When she calls someone, her voice sparkles. She's like a little angel. You know who I'm talking about. See, she's smiling. Dina knows. The woman gets people on the phone, and she is so stinking sweet. I can't do what she does. People don't listen to me and go, oh, she's so sweet. They listen to Dina, and she is so nice. At our first Blitz, she ended up having 2 people sign up. Guess what? Second Blitz. I do believe she's got an ambassador coming on tonight, right, Dina? Sign language. You're muted, so say yes or no. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, you have to try, and that's kind of where I'm gonna leave it with you, because one thing I do kind of want to put out there. Okay, so your kid has a cold. You know, something's happened in your life. Maybe you got in a car accident. You know, maybe you had a flat tire. Maybe your fridge broke. Maybe your hot heater's leaking everywhere. Hey, I can guarantee you, I've had a hard life, and I can guarantee you too that you can do this. If I can do this, you guys can do it. And if your excuse isn't any bigger than mine, I challenge you to get out there and do it, and quit running with the excuse of, oh, you know, I got this, I've got a cold, I've got this or that happened. I mean, Dina just went through surgery. Right after surgery, when she started feeling better, I'm like, hey, you got some time off. Let's get busy, girl. You know, we talked about it, and she started messaging some people while she had some downtime so that she could do it. So you can all do that. So anyway, that's what I've got, Jeannie.
Awesome, Edith. That was like absolutely amazing. I was sitting here thinking you just nailed everything. So thank you for that, Edith. And that was, I think, what so many people, including myself, needs to hear a lot. You know, it's just really good. And some things that I loved, Edith, I loved everything you said. It was incredible. You know, go back to what works for you. That was a huge thing too. And, you know, find what works for you. That's like what we talked about the other day, that it's going back to your strengths. You know, not everything works for everybody. Like you said, Dina can get on the phone with people. That's her magic, you know, and everybody has their magic. You know what it is, you got to find it. You know, it does, we got to get out of our comfort zones, you know, and we have to at times to make this business work too. But you also really have to get with your strengths and what you're good at and go back to the basics, you know, go back to what worked for you, because it's like that recreating the wheel, you know, that we always say. You don't want to try to recreate the wheel because it's all there for you, but you got to figure out what works. And I think that was huge, Edith. I love that. And of course, I love, my favorite thing you said too was choosing and claiming happiness and choosing and claiming this business. And that is the key, is just like you said, every morning getting up and saying, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to choose to be positive. And you have, Edith, I am one that can attest to that, as much as we've talked after some of the bad things that have happened, you know, in your guys' family. It's amazing to visit with you, and your outlook on everything is very contagious. It's great. It's like, you know, you're somebody you want to be around, and that's a good thing, Edith. So I'm very thankful that you look at things like that and you look at it as it strengthens you to be that better person and to be more positive and to not give up on your goals and dreams because your family doesn't want you to do that. You know, that's a huge thing. And so that was amazing, Edith. Everything you said was absolutely incredible. So thank you for sharing that with everybody. It was great. I loved it. Anybody have any questions or any comments, anything they want to add? Because that was great. I have nothing after that. That was just sums it up. But I appreciate
I'd like to say thank you, Edith. That was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, just so you know, best friend since 4th grade, and I paid her to say that.
She lies a lot.
Yeah, she does. No, wonderful, wonderful call. I loved it. Also, Edith and I were talking the other day, and I made the video because her and I were talking about it, and I thought it'd be a great idea on how to train with success kits and how kind of what I do on using our success kit to train new ambassadors, even seasoned ambassadors, you know, go back to doing the success kits. I use them every time I sign up a new ambassador. And Edith and I were talking about some people don't. So it's something that we really want to try to really duplicate down, because it's so easy. Going back to the basics, like Edith said, these tools are so easy for us. So I did a video, you guys, but I did it on my iPad, and trying to upload it to YouTube, it was taking forever. And then it kept failing. So I got to figure that out. But once I get that, I'll get that posted for you guys. So that was one other thing I wanted to, you know, just share with you guys that I'm going to be posting soon. So anything else that you guys think of, you know, for training and I, you know, if I don't know or I don't use that, you know, we'll get Dusty to do, you know, a video, or somebody else in our team that does a good job with something, anything like that. Like Edith came to me and said, I need help with using the success kit. How do you do it? How do you do it? You know, how do you use that to train your ambassadors? That's things I want to know from you guys. And if it's one of my strengths, then I'll be able to help you guys. If not, I'm going to find who is good at that. Which one of you guys have that strength, and have you guys teach us. Okay. So just always know, reach out to us, and Dusty, any of us, and let us know some things that you guys need help with. Okay. Don't be scared. Cause I'm thankful Edith always comes to me and she's like, hey, I need to know how to do this. I'm like, perfect, let's do it. So, but anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining. So good to see all of you. And I hope you guys all have a great afternoon. Tomorrow night, Marcin and Jane are going to be the guests on the Freedom Team call too. So I'll be hosting that, and they'll be guests, and they've got some good stuff kind of to share about their PJ party they did, which was phenomenal the other night. And Marcin's secret, he's got a big secret on that he's gonna disclose. So if you guys get a chance tomorrow night, it'll be worth tuning in to. So.
You know, they're going, I don't know what she's talking about.
He has a big secret. I told him I'm waiting. So he is going to tell us how to get it done, you guys. So make sure you tune in. So thank you, Tina Hot. All right, you guys, enjoy. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you, Jeannie. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Edith.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Edith. Thanks, team.
You're welcome.